2 guys, 2 shovels, and a couple of odd jobs for a pair who see more to this than just some manual labor. Darren and Steve have been buddies for a few years, and they volunteer here at the Wild Ark in Metchosin. And while they don't work with the animals directly, what they do helps get these little guys back to the wild sooner. This story, though, is about Darren More. Like most guys in their 20s, Darren likes to work out, go for drinks with friends, and play on his iPad. But unlike most guys, Darren has a brain injury.
He was in a tournament, in the Remembrance State tournament for Racket Club at Archie Browning Arena. About just halfway in the game there, he skated into the other end and he lost his edge and spun around and hit the boards, the back of his head, and that resulted in him, we didn't know at the time, but a brain bleed. The result of hitting his head was dramatic. Darren was in a coma for 6 weeks, and when he woke up, he wasn't the same 17-year-old anymore. He woke up out of his coma, and we started the therapies, and he learned how to walk, which was kind of unreal, watching him from being 17 years old, running, playing, skating, and now barely able to stand up and take a couple of steps without help. Darren also had to learn how to chew and speak again. His dad, Sucha, says at first they didn't realize just how much Darren's brain had changed. I heard he was a really good golfer one time, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
But that was 8 years ago, and since then, Darren has been constantly improving.
I feel like I'm beginning to be more like Darren More from like before my injury. But it still has some shaky times.
What isn't getting better, though, is Darren's social life. At 25, he has a few friends he sees once a week and a few workout buddies at the gym, but he wants more friends in his life and someone who just really gets him.
I sort of want to have like a person I can like rely upon to like be there for me. So like when I'm having like a really bummer day, I can be like, hey, just been a bad day for me, and then they'd be there.
So with the help of his life coach, Annalie Dreesen, they're working on Darren's social skills. Darren will go to where young people hang out and use the skills he's learning to engage with them. They're also doing some role-playing.
Sometimes I'm just a guy sitting there playing on my computer or working on my computer, and sometimes I'm a really hot chick, you know, and so he's just kind of very shy around that, you know, but it works out okay.
His dad says Darren has made huge improvements in just the few months he and Annalie have been working together. Now Darren wants to share his story so other people his age who are living with a brain injury will reach out to him and his family, and so that people know his injury doesn't define who he is.
For me, I feel like I'm a pretty good person. Like I don't really like talk down to people and everything. I like to bring out people to the like best parts of them.
When I asked him, you know, that was months ago, what he most wants was other people, he said, and he held his hand on his heart. He said, I want to tell my story, and I would like to know that what you see is not who I am.
And over the years, the family has connected with organizations on the South Island that help people with brain injuries, but they say there's no network of young people Darren can relate to.
I've seen Darren meet with an individual with a brain injury, and both of them have tears in their eye, because they've met somebody who they say has been through that experience.
So as Darren continues to improve, he's hoping to build that network of young people facing the same challenges so they can all share their stories. In Saanich, I'm Nikki Ewanyshyn.